To further focus in on our roots without using a graphing calculator, we can use Descartes' rule of signs. And Descartes' rule of signs limits us out to how many positive roots and how many negative roots a polynomial will have. What happens is, for the number of positive roots, I count the number of sign changes. So every time it changes a sign, that's a sign change. But it could be less than that by an even number. So for example, if you got a polynomial with 6 sign changes, you could have 6 or 4 or 2 or 0 positive roots. And then we do f of negative x and do the same thing and count those sign changes. So let's take a look here. Let's start with our positive sign changes for f of x. So first off, I count my sign changes. It starts as positive and it goes to negative. So there's one sign change. Then notice it stays as negative. Then it flips to positive. So there's my second sign change. And then it stays as positive. So I have 2 sign changes. So that means I have 2 or none, always less by an even number, positive roots. So if I apply that with my upper bound test, I only need to check 2 positive numbers for my roots here. And now let's turn around and let's find f of negative x. So f of negative x means every time I see x, I'm going to replace it with negative x. So I have negative x to the 4th power minus 3 times negative x to the 3rd power minus 5 times negative x squared plus 2 times negative x plus 7. Now let's simplify that. If I take a negative number 4 times, I get x to the 4th. And then if I take negative 3 times, I get a negative, but I already got a negative. So a negative times a negative, so that's positive 3x cubed. And then minus 5x squared minus 2x plus 7. Now let's count the sign changes. It starts as positive and goes to and stays positive. Then it goes to negative. So there's my first sign change. And then I've got another sign change here at the end, don't I? From negative 2x to positive 7. So just like my positive, I have 2 or none negative roots. So it doesn't eliminate much, but it does give you an idea of the kind of roots you're going to have.